We seriously got a load of content in this chapter. And boy, am I fucking psyched. I mean, best chapter of the month. I mean, we got a shit ton of everything we needed. I mean, whew, great way to end the month, too. So, first, we kicked off this chapter. Oda kicked it off with Sanji's reaction to the explosive cuffs, which includes a mini flashback, which we can see is, including Zeph, given the peg leg in the panels. But aside from that short-lived little thing, we get to transition to Brook and Pedro, which I didn't expect to see much from for quite some time. And we got three big pieces of information. First, we got Jinbei's fate, which is kind of left weirdly, as we're not sure how true the paper's sources are, as well as maybe a possible mistranslation, but either way, let's not dwell on that. That's just one of many things in this entire chapter. So we'll just find out when we meet Jinbei next. The second piece of info, though, was that Pudding's absence in the woods was seemingly unintentional, as she was forced into a dress fitting. Now, yes, I know many people thought, oh, wow, Pudding's not that bad of a girl. And then some people thought, oh my god, Pudding betrayed them. Me, I decide, let's stay neutral until everything's said and done. And I'm continuing my neutrality, because look, we see her in a dress fitting. But I wouldn't put it as, under Oda to, above Oda, to, make that just a ruse as well. Because the surveillance on the Straw Hats is real. Like, real. And that's what the third piece of information is. It just showed how much Big Mom knows about the Straw Hats' movements. Including the fact that they have Pedro and Carrot with them. And that Peckham's was not, found. Which I'll get to in a little bit. But Pedro and Brook's reactions were priceless, especially when it came their turn to be discussed in terms of whereabouts. You just see their little wanted posters, which Pedro's is kind of, not the right one. But either way, it's not a real wanted poster, for Pedro and Carrot at least. Those are just pieces of paper with drawings on them. That being said, the fact that they got said drawings means the surveillance is definitely real. Of course, they could have just gotten it from, Germa, but I kind of doubt that at this point. They could have, but who knows. So, yeah. But it also seems like Tamago and Pedro have a prior connection, which, Pedro has hinted at a past with Big Mom. We finally get a little bit more on that, and it seems like similar to how Peckham's and Tamago were a duo until recently. It seems that grouping might have also included Pedro, and that Tamago might have liked him a little bit more than Peckham's. But that's just how it is, they weren't really good guys. But I'm giving Pedro and Peckham's a thumbs up. I love them both. But speaking of Peckham's, however, we do learn of his location, same chapter, thankfully. That's kind of rare. But only to question his fate afterwards. So Jinbei's fate's not the only one we're kind of thinking about. And if the fate that we saw on screen is true, then he'll be, Peckham's sleeping with the fishes. Yeah, that pun sounded better in my head. Because it was more towards... fuck it. Either way, we actually got to see that he actually got captured, not by Big Mom's crew, although they are technically part of Big Mom's crew, but Bege's crew actually caught him and seemingly executes him. Plus, we got to see our Lola look-alike, Chiffin, who is revealed to be Bege's wife, which I guess I probably should have seen coming, but either way, it seems that during the time skip, the marriage wasn't the only thing happening. They seem to have, had a stork visit. Because I don't want to imagine the conception of that baby. That's just nasty. Almost as nasty as the baby itself. It looks like a baby version of his father. It's disgusting. It's nasty. And Peckham's agrees. That resemblance is uncanny. To be honest, very terrifying. But Peckham's also thinks Big Mom cares about his fate, you know? When he gets shot into a lake of sharks while chained in sea stone. Either way, I seriously doubt we've seen the last of Peckham's. I'm sure he foreshadowed some terrible fate for Beje. But the biggest reveals came out after, with us finally getting to find out what Big Mom's dream is, and that's to sit at a dinner table with her family at eye level. Yeah, specific. Very specific. But that also explains experiments done on the children of Punk Hazard by Caesar. And we also get to find out what he spent her money on. Women. Never took him for a pervert, but I busted like 6 different guts. Not kidding. But, hopefully Caesar stays longer. He's only been given 2 weeks to live, as he is forced to partake in the impossible. And his overseer is Big Mom's oldest son, who is, titled the Minister of Candy, who I think might have been mentioned before. And he's eating the lick-lick fruit, whatever the fuck that is. And he also has Caesar's heart in hand, as we see that Sanji comically left it with them. But as the chapter ends off, Luffy gathers up copies of his Friends in Pudding, or at least, showing that he's okay. We're wondering what his forced disappearance 2 weeks ago was about, but either way, he's fine. But, who knows? So, will Luffy rescue Nami and the others? I don't know. Can Beje's child get any more like his father? Probably. But tell me in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content. Please also stay tuned on Facebook and Twitter for when I release videos. Or I'm going to release 3 upcoming discussion videos, maybe 4, this upcoming week. Check the Twitter out now also to see which videos I've already teased for the weekend. The links are in the description below. Till next time.